Yeah, literally, yes.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Guys?
Starting now. Come on. Have you got pen and paper?
Yeah.
Okay. Pen and paper would be.
Yeah, pen and the paper.
Good. Good. Okay. Now, does anybody, guys, can you see okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
I'm sure.
But how can she see? Can you see okay?
She has a neck of,
yeah.
she has the neck of an owl.
Yeah. This is okay for you to see?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, good. Right. Do we know what these are called?
Fractions?
Fractions. Good. Fractions, yeah. Fractions. And do we know what these are called?
Percentages?
Percentages, yeah. And what about something like this?
Ratio?
Yeah, another word. Ratio is fine. Or, do we know another word for this?
No, I don't think I'm doing
No. Do we know another word for this?
Can you use my phone?
No, of course not. What?
The ultimate tool.
No, not this. No? Proportion.
Okay.
Proportion.
Yeah, I think you should write these down. We'll have a look at some more now. Is this a new word for most people? Is it it's a new word, yeah? This is a new or old?
Oh,
Yeah, okay, good. And what about ratio? Oh, good.
new.
Some new, some old. Okay, good, good, good. Can you write them down? We'll have a look at some fractions now. See if you know their names.
What?
Yeah, when you're ready. You have this? Yes? Okay, so what is this one called? I think you know this one. What's its name? Half.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And what's this guy called?
Third?
Yeah. And what is
Quarter.
this one called? Quarter, yeah. Quarter, yeah, you know this word?
Yeah.
What's this one?
Fifth?
Fifth, yeah. Fifth. Yeah. You get what's happening now. That one, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and tenth, and so on.
So it's 1/3, one.
Yeah, these are the different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 over n.
Uh-oh.
What do we call this one?
I'm sure I know it, but I forgot about it.
Yeah, but you know it now.
I don't remember it.
This one? Say? Ah, no, with n. With n. Not 7. N. Go on, yeah?
Nth.
Nth.
Really?
Nth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was just a guess.
No, it's true. Nth.
Oh, okay.
And of course, you can mix them, you know. So like something like this here, you would say is 3/4. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, and this one here,
2/3.
2/3. Okay, and 4/5. Okay, so just to get started, just to practice, I just want you all to do the first exercise, number 1, okay? Just practice the names. So just exercise 1 now, please. Write the names in. Just exercise 1. Okay? How many more do I need? Is that everybody? Yeah? No. Just exercise 1. Finished? I see some people finished. Yeah? Finished? Maybe. Right, first one. What was the first one? If we go down, first one, half. Then, next. Quarter. Next. 3/4. A third. 2/3. Fifth. 4/5. 2/5. A tenth. And 9/10. Yeah. Okay. And the next one, you can do the next one now, it's very quick. You have to write in the number. So, in the first one, you can do them all now quite quickly. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10.
2/4 equal half.
Oh no, I just want you to write in 2/4. Yeah. Okay, you have them all done, the second exercise?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like, can you check your answer? So it looks like, should be this. Yeah, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one, and finally that one. Yeah, you probably got them right. No problem. Yeah. Okay, next now. So we'll just go back up here for a moment, just before we go on. You know, for example, you can write this like this. Obviously. This side is called a fraction.
A fraction?
Yeah, this is a fraction. But does anyone know what this way is called? So this is a fraction, and this one here, do we know its name when it's like this? No?
Not a percentage.
No, percentage would be if I did this.
Yeah.
That would be a percentage, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it's a point, isn't it? So what's the name of this number with a point?
A decimal? Yeah.
Decimal. Decimal. Yeah. Is this a new word? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got that? Decimal? Okay. Now, it's important vocabulary because I just want to give you an example. Oops. Like, look at a number like this. So, this is the same as this. Okay? It's also the same as this. It's also the same as saying this. It's also the same as saying this. A fort. It's also the same as saying this. It's also the same as, what else have we got? Oh, saying this. Or even just 1 in 4. Or you could say 1 over 4. Or you could also say 1 divided by 4. You see, you have so many ways to say the same thing. So many ways. Write all these ways down as examples. So how many ways did I get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different ways. Okay. Can you add them to your notes? You got that, guys? Yeah. Okay, continue? Not yet? Continue? Yeah. So what I want you to do next, do you see there's a little story in exercise 3? Do you see the little story? Exercise 3? Yeah? Exercise 3? Can you see that? Yes. All I want you to do is read exercise 3 and circle all the fractions. So read exercise 3 and circle the fractions. Circle the fractions in exercise 3. Out of, is out of in this? Yeah. Out of is one we haven't done. Out of is another one. Back here, you could now also say 1 out of 4 is also a fraction. So many ways.
How many fractions in this program?
Just now, I'll check now.
What?
what all the fractions are. You got 5 fractions.
same here.
5 there, yeah. How many fractions did you get? Or maybe you missed some. How many fractions did you find? 5? Great. Let's have a look. So what's the first fraction? Half, isn't it? It says a survey of dog owners by My Friend's Dog Food has found that over half. That's the first fraction. Right, where's the next fraction? 2/3, yeah, 2/3 admit letting their best friend sleep on the bed. And the next one? With a third, good. Next one? A tenth, good. And then there's a fifth one?
3/5 out of 5. 3/5.
This survey shows how Dr. Tree has one family with 3 out of 5 owners allowing them in the bedroom. Yeah. Good, 5 fractions in this story. So I'll give you a minute. You can work together if you want. There's only one question I want you to answer. It says it down the bottom. You can discuss this with a partner and decide if the survey says most dog owners let their dogs sleep on the bed. So the question is, do most dog owners let their dogs sleep on the bed? That's the only question. I want you can read it again and you can talk to your partner beside you. Give me a yes or a no with this. You have to read carefully. Well, if it is yes, it'd be nice if you knew the number, but what do you think it is? You're saying no. Good. Anyone agree or disagree?
But what? What was his answer?
No, what's your answer? I haven't given it yet.
Mm.
Yes or no? We have to read the text. What do you think?
I read it, yeah, many times.
Not clear? Anyone else feel like?
I'm kind of hesitant, but I'm saying yes.
But it's only a guess. Anyone have a confident answer?
50 guesses, 50%.
You said no, wasn't it? You're saying yes.
Yeah, I say yes.
We'll see. Let's have a look at it. So, let's read the story and figure this out. So, if we picture it like this is everybody. Okay. My friend's dog food has found over half let their dog sleep in the bedroom. So over half.
Yeah.
So this many here is just for the bedroom. But maybe not on the bed. Because then it says 2/3 admit letting their best friend sleep on the bed. 2/3 of this. So 2/3 are on the bed, isn't it?
Yeah. And
And 1/3 is on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, good. However, 1/10 of those surveys said they had to leave their dog in the kitchen overnight. So there's a little piece here, 1/10, which is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, and I guess there's some group here which we don't know, so we don't know what they're about. And then it finishes by saying, the survey shows how dogs are treated as one of the family, with 3 out of 5 letting them in the bedroom. So this much here was 3 out of 5, 3/5. And how much was this one? We said 2/3. So how many? It would be 2/3 of 3/5, which is equal to 2. Yeah, we can actually cancel these guys. So that's 2 over 5, which is
No.
40%, which is no. Yeah, you see, it's not easy.
Yeah.
So maybe in the space here, you could draw this. Might be helpful. I know.
That's crazy.
Okay, you drew that? Difficult, yeah? Okay, continue? Yeah. So, you can see how difficult this can be for English. You know, it's lots of vocabulary. It's very difficult sometimes to understand what it's saying. Let's practice some more. If you look at exercise 4, we have some simple practice questions. Can you see exercise 4? So the first one, if they said half of £20, what's the answer there? £10. Yeah? 50% of £50, what's that? 25. Yeah? Okay, try these. Should only take you a minute. Oh yeah, you can write them all down. Yeah, we'll check the answer in a minute. You can write them down. No calculator. Come on, you don't need a calculator. I know, but use your brain. English now, come on. You're finished? Okay. Finished?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Finished? Let's have a look. So the first one we said half of £20 is £10, yeah? 50% of £50 is £25, good. A quarter of £200? 50, good. 50. 50, yeah. 25% of 1,500, what's that? 375, 375, good. Now just be careful. The next one. The discount on a sofa of 1,400 in a 25% off sale. Yeah, that's how much the sofa is, but that's not what I asked for.
Discount.
The discount is just how much money you save. Yeah, the 350 pounds. Yes, the discount. Yeah, that okay? Yeah. A rest. Yeah.
May I ask you another question?
Yeah.
So is this after discount is meaning is after the discount or just you sell the discount?
Yeah. So the meaning here is the discount means the money you save.
Yeah.
The what would you call it?
So I cannot say the answer is 1,550 pounds.
What would you need to say for the answer to be £1,050? Who knows?
So I answer means that it's 1,050 or the answer is the
It's 350.
300.
Yeah, but I'm asking, guys, are you listening? Guys, I want to know that question about the sofa. What would you need to say so that the answer was 1,050? What would you change?
After the discount.
Yeah, you could say after the discount, what's the price? Yeah. But if you just said the discount, you just mean the 25%.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, a restaurant bill of £30 shared equally between two. 15. 50% deposit on a DVD player. 44.50, yeah. And then finally, 3/4 of a £240 budget.
180?
180, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, 180. Yeah, 80, yeah. 64. Okay, you got that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, next. Does anybody here bake? Anybody? Do you bake? No? Do you cook? So how do you eat? What do you do? Takeaway? What do you do? Does anybody here bake or cook?
Cook.
You cook?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Anyone else? Really? I only have one person who cooks. Nobody else cooks. Really? Really? Okay, fine. Fine. So, when you're baking or when you're cooking, you often see language like this. Yeah, quarter cup, something like that. But what I'm thinking about is something like 1 part in 4. So, for example, if you were making something, it might say 1 part milk to 3 parts water, as an example. So what that would mean is if you use 50 grams of milk, then you must use 150 grams of water, for example. Or if you use 100 grams of milk, you have to use how much? 300 grams of water. Now the reason they do this is so you can change how much you want, you know. So maybe this is good for 1 person, but you maybe need this for 2 people. You see? For 3 people, what would you need?
150.
150 grams of milk and 450 grams of water. Do you get the idea? Yeah. Now, I have an example here, but I think a better example would be something you all know, because you don't really know your drinks. So we'll do a coffee example. So let's do this one together. You understand the meaning here? 1 part milk to 3 parts water. Okay, so let's take a latte. What is the relationship between the milk and the coffee? So blank part milk to blank part coffee. How much do you think?
1/4.
So you say 1 part milk to 4 parts coffee? Nah, I don't think so. That's too strong. That's too strong. What do you think? You all know this drink, a latte? This coffee drink?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
You never drank it.
Yeah,
What coffees do you drink?
I don't know how it's.
It's warm.
What do you think it is?
I think it's 1 part milk to to 8.
8? No, that's too strong. No. I would say
It's a quarter spoon part of milk to 1 cup part of coffee.
okay. So you said 1/4 milk to 1 part coffee.
Yeah.
That's kind of a hard way of just saying 1 to 4. I think. Yeah. But no, not this. No, okay, you don't know your coffee drinks. I would say maybe 2 parts milk, 1 part coffee.
Yeah.
It's very milky.
Yeah.
What about a cappuccino? A cappuccino, what would that be? How many parts milk to coffee?
And a frappuccino as well.
No, we'll get to frappuccino in a minute. What do you think? Cappuccino.
I don't know what a cappuccino.
Ah, come on, guys. You drink
I
coffee,
don't
don't you?
know. I literally drink like
1-1?
sweet kind of
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute then. I would say it's maybe the other way around. It's maybe it could even be 1-1, but I think maybe 1-2.
Yeah.
1 part milk to 2 parts coffee.
Cappuccino.
Yeah,
The American coffee.
a cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. What do they put in a frappuccino then? What's in a frappuccino?
4-2 or something, 4-1.
Yeah. You know a frappuccino? It's the coffee drink with lots and lots of cream. It's very sweet. It's like a milkshake. Yeah. So what do you think that one is?
I was drinking it today.
You had it today, this morning.
The
What,
glass, yeah.
how much milk and how much coffee do you think?
Yeah, 1-4 maybe? No, wait, 4-1 maybe or something.
Lots of milk and cream, yeah. So maybe even
Lots
more.
of calories.
Lots of calories.
Yeah.
5 parts milk to
Just a touch.
just a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, just a-
1 part coffee. Yeah. What coffee drinks do you drink? Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
Don't you think
What
that-
drink do you take?
Just doing you.
It's not
What do you
important.
drink? Yeah.
Apple.
Americano. Ah, Americano.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Very strong.
It's very strong. Now, Americano, they mix it. It's espresso and hot water.
Oh,
Espresso?
wow.
Yeah, espresso and hot water. That's an Americano. So, how much coffee and how much hot water? So much parts hot water to so much coffee.
Maybe
Yeah?
one water.
To-
Two
Four.
You think like this?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah? No? No, not this. Which way? 1 5?
1 to 10 or something? 1 to
No,
1 to 7?
no.
6?
It's 4 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They put a little bit of coffee in it and then they add hot water.
What about an espresso?
Yeah, espresso is just the coffee part without the hot water. Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah?
Do people, some people enjoy that? Or do
Do
they
they?
just
Yeah.
drink it as a shot and then...
Well, some people drink it as a shot.
Yeah, just to wake them up.
You know this one,
Yes.
espresso. Yeah, that's just coffee. No water,
Yeah,
no milk.
It's a shot.
Yes, terrible, huh? Just coffee, no water, no milk. Yeah, what else do you drink? So Americano,
Mocha frappuccino.
mocha,
With whipped cream.
marshmallows maybe. What hot drink do you drink? Okay, let's say something like, do you drink tea? Milk tea. So how much milk, how much water? Yeah? You'd say 1 part tea to
Or
4 parts milk. Okay, that's very milky. Yeah. So 1 part tea and 4 parts milk. Okay, good. Good. All right. Yeah, okay, so I don't think... Nobody drinks cappuccinos? No, that's my favourite. Lattes?
Is
You
it
drink
with-
latte?
is it-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Is
drink
it with
cappuccino?
wine over time?
Do you drink cappuccino?
Sometimes.
But mostly lattes?
Yes.
Okay. You like the milk? Lots of milk in it, yeah, okay, good. Good. Okay, but it doesn't have to be with drinks, it could be with food as well.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be with drinks. Okay. What we'll do to finish, let's see. I want you to think of one thing you can make at home and tell me the recipe. Okay?
Okay.
Now I'll give you like something simple. I'll give you an example. I can no. I can make mashed potatoes.
Wow.
You know mashed potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like them or don't like them?
No.
Oh, you don't
I
like them.
love them with a steak, maybe. Yeah.
Make it with a steak. Okay. So for example, for me, my recipe I would say would be 1 part butter to 2 parts milk to how many potatoes now? I would say maybe 15 parts.
Oh. Wow.
Well, no, because you can make it as big
Yeah,
or small you
yeah,
want. So no,
yeah.
if you have a little butter and then a little milk and then the potatoes must be much more. You know, obviously you
Yeah,
can't
so it
have.
doesn't feel soggy or something.
Yeah, you can't have the same butter
Yeah.
and potatoes. You know, like 1 part butter, 1 part potatoes would be
Yeah.
very buttery potatoes. So, anyways, what I want you to do is think of something simple you can make at home and tell me the recipe. So for me, potatoes, 1 part butter, 2 parts milk, and 15 parts potatoes. Okay, so think of something you can make, and I'll ask you what it is. Anything you can make. Even if it's just tea. Anything, okay?
Okay.
And even if it is noodles, you need to tell me how much noodles, how much water. Okay, whatever it is. You can write it down on the bottom. On the bottom.
So what's one butter like? How much? One part is how big it is.
It's in size. So for example, if you say 1 part butter, maybe that's this much butter.
Oh, okay.
And then if you said 2 parts water, that means you have twice as much water compared to the butter. So it's up to you to decide how big 1 part is, and then you compare it.
So if there are more than so more than one ingredient works this way.
You're thinking of something, I can see. You have something? No.
What about the seasonings?
Nah, these are just used for quantities, like the main amounts.
You can say half banana like.
No, I want it all using parts. I want them all to be like so many parts, so many parts, so many parts.
Yeah.
Right. I want to know your recipe. What have you got?
Beef rice.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Oh
listen
my
carefully. Let's listen. What do you do?
It's
Raisins.
1 part beef
1 part beef, okay?
to 2 part rice
Okay, yes.
to 2 parts water
Good.
to 1 part spicy
Sauce.
sauce.
Okay. And this makes a beef rice dish.
Yeah.
So 1 part beef, 2 parts rice, 2 parts water, 1 part sauce. I like it. Okay, good. Do you have one? No? Over here, do you have one?
1 part cola and 2 part whiskey.
1 part? No. I think you have that the wrong way around. I think you mean 2 parts cola and 1 part whiskey. The other way I think is too strong, right? This is what you can make at home. Okay, good. Right. What about over here? You have something?
Very simple.
Very simple is
Literally
fine.
eggs.
Go on, what is it?
Yeah, half a part of butter and 4 parts of
1 part
eggs.
butter and 4 parts eggs.
Yeah.
Fine. Scrambled eggs? Nice.
all kinds.
All kinds, fine. No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. Do you have anything? Nothing. You can't make anything. No?
No.
And do you have anything? Nothing. You have anything?
1 part milk to 3 parts tea.
1 part milk, 3 parts tea.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of her. She's 1 part tea, 3 parts milk.
4 part milk.
Oh, sorry, 4 parts milk. And you're 1 part tea,
1 part milk.
1 part milk, and 3 parts tea. Strong tea. Strong tea. Good. Okay. So, yeah, we'll leave it there, and that's fractions. So you can see we have many vocabulary. Yeah, lots of vocabulary. Okay. I'll try your beef rice later. I'll make some later. I'll try it. Yeah. Okay, we'll finish there.
What is it?